Well, Parliament has again been told how the illicit trade in cigarettes cost the South African economy billions of rands and that jobs are also at risk. Some estimates have put the cost to the industry at around 20 billion rand for 2023 alone. This was among the issues that came up when the Portfolio Committee on Health and Parliament discussed the new Tobacco Products and Electronic Delivery Systems Control Bill recently. South African Tobacco Transformation Alliance spokesperson Francois van der Merwe joins us now on The Full View. Good to have your time, sir. So one of your colleagues was quoted after that meeting in Parliament late last week saying that there was this 20 billion rand basically lost to the fiscus in 2023 alone due to the illicit cigarette trade. Speak to us about how you've been able to quantify that cost.
Thank you very much, Thembekile, for having me and giving me the opportunity. The illicit trade in tobacco and in cigarettes in particular is a state of national disaster, and it will have to be addressed at the highest level in our country, and a decision will have to be made by cabinet. Because if 70% of any significant sector like tobacco is illicit, you must see the red lights, and then you know there are serious concerns. And how to quantify it? It's been quantified by various research institutions, commissioned by various organizations, Thembekile, but looking at all experts out there and all the numbers flying around there, that illicit trade in cigarettes is anywhere between 58 and 70%. So it doesn't matter whether it's 58 or 70%. The fact is, it is devastatingly and catastrophically high, and it has an impact on everything. The only winners with illicit trade is criminals. South Africans consume around 35 to 37 billion cigarettes a year, and in the last year, only 13 billion were tax paid, in other words, legal. That means 24 billion cigarettes are illegal out there, smoked by South Africans. The market is flooded by cheap products. Children can buy it, poor people can buy it, the most vulnerable can buy it, and that is not what we have, and that is not how we will have reduced consumption. And that means that the fiscus is also losing in excess of 24 billion. Oxford Economics showed that just between 2019, before COVID, and 2022, government lost 72.2 billion in unpaid taxes, and after that more than 20 billion, and at the moment in excess of 24 billion a year.
I want to see then, Francois, if I can roll perhaps a few questions into one, just based on what you've been saying. So where is the illicit tobacco coming from? Who owns it? And where does the revenue generated from that, given that this is basically business that's happening illegally? Where does the money go to? Because I recall not too long ago, the likes of the Institute for Security Studies were saying the worry is that some of this money, in fact, goes towards funding other forms of crime.
Yes, indeed. And contrary to popular belief, most of the illegal cigarettes in South Africa are not smuggled. Of the around 24, 25 billion illegal cigarettes smoked by South Africans every year, 80%, in other words, around 20 billion of those, are manufactured locally by large corporations, licensed and registered by the Revenue Authority. And then there's around 4 to 5 billion cigarettes that are smuggled across our borders, mainly from Zimbabwe. So the problem is homegrown. It's a local problem, manufactured locally. And you're absolutely correct. Those sources are correct. Where does that money go? Because if you don't pay taxes on tobacco, remember, with the new excise and the VAT on the excise and VAT on a packet of cigarettes now is more than 26 rand. So if you sell cigarettes and you don't pay taxes and you sell it for 10 rand a pack, these guys make billions of rands. Where does that money go? Because they don't pay taxes, they don't pay excise, they don't pay VAT, they probably don't pay income tax. So yes, it's been found that that money is capital flight. It leaves the country. So it's just draining our economy, while the legal industry that's paying taxes, employing people, investing in this country is at the point of closing shop. And then government will lose its total tax base, and the health agenda will go totally and completely out of the window.
Where then is the complication, if this is a homegrown problem, as you phrased it? Where is the complication in clamping down on the illicit trade in cigarettes? And also, are the players, the people who are manufacturing all of this tobacco and making money illegally, Are they themselves big players in the quote-unquote formal structures of the tobacco industry who are perhaps making money on the side, or are they complete outsiders?
Well, the companies and the value chain that I represent are 100% legal. They declare all their production. Our farmers sell their leaf into the legal value chain. So that is the clean industry. And at the moment, that's only around 30% of the market. And to answer your question, sir, the biggest problem here is, as I said in the beginning, the political will to address the illicit cigarette trade, which sits at 70% of the market. We need a cabinet decision at the highest level to declare this enemy number one. And then we need them to empower the relevant authorities to clamp down on this, because it is not difficult to clamp down on the illicit cigarettes, especially because it is homegrown and local manufacturers who are known to SARS, who are registered to SARS. Right. The main players here are the South African Revenue Service, because they are the tax collectors. They have now been given extra resources, and we hope that they're going to ring fence some of that money to tackle the illicit trade. The hawks must come to the party, because investigations needs to be done. The prosecuting authority needs to come to the party big time, because we need prosecutions and convictions, and those criminals need to go where they ought to be, and that is behind bars. So we can send a message that if you do business in tobacco in South Africa, you either do it legally, or you step out, you close your shop, or you go to jail.
Just two things briefly, Francois, then. If the tobacco industry, the illicit trade, is making billions of rands, as we're estimating tonight, that suggests that it makes enough to be able to grease a few palms, right? So to pay its way out of legal trouble. How much of a complication would that be to any clamping down on the trade? And B, what is the likelihood that the prosecutorial authorities or law enforcement may face a challenge similar to illegal mining, for example, where when you do swoop on a site, you find the smaller players, but the kingpins perhaps are harder to reach? Is that plausible?
Well, the greasing of palms, as you say, has been widely speculated about and widely reported on. So that's probably happening. I must say at this stage that especially the Revenue Service and the Commissioner and his top team is dedicated to tackle this, because they lose 24 billion. And that's money that they can easily get. And as I said before, the kingpins are known to the Revenue Service. And that's why we have high hope that SARS will need additional resources with additional forensic capabilities, with installing CCTV cameras in all factories so that they can watch the production. These people can be brought to book. The kingpins can be brought to book. It is actually, as we say, low-hanging fruit and a small, relatively small investment for a return on investment of more than 24 billion rand in just 1 year. And by that, saving the legal industry, bringing black farmers back who have lost their livelihoods, bringing commercial farmers back, bringing investment back, and growing jobs back, because at the moment the legal industry is only 30%. It's at the point of closing down, and the government and South Africa will lose a very valuable contribution. But they have to address the illicit trade, and even the new tobacco bill will not bring down consumption within a 70% market, and a tobacco bill that is non-South African and out of touch with South African realities.
Francois van Merwe, good to talk to you about the issue of illicit tobacco trading in South Africa.